If it was only our kids they had to raise, our wives would have it easy. But on Mother's Day, our wives deserve to be thanked for not just loving and raising our kids, but for being fantastic mothers through tolerating having to live with some pretty crazy times with fathers. Debbie's been an amazing woman through so many different circumstances that we've gone through together, but some of the most hilarious have been around our running times. I was a part of a running group for, I don't know, 10 or 15 years that we ran races together. And Debbie, she was famous for coming to the races, waiting at the finish lines, cheering us on, and then always hoping they had Cinnabons for all the runners, because we would give Debbie all of our Cinnabons and do the things that she liked. But I remember when we ran the inaugural rock and roll marathon in San Diego, and I was hoping to qualify for Boston and run a sub 320, so I was nervous and antsy. Everyone was all nervous and antsy. Some of the group, it was their first marathon. Some of them were trying to break 3 hours. There were just all kinds of excitement. We had taken one of the church vans, and we had 12 or 15 of us loaded up in the van, and we drove down into San Diego. And being an inaugural marathon, they didn't have their junk together, and everything was going wrong. I was coming into town. I whacked off one of the mirrors on a pole or on a truck or something from the van. It just went shattering, and Debbie said, "Eric, you better stop and leave a note." And I said, "We've got to get to the starting line. We've got to get to the starting line." Finally got to the starting line. We just all piled off and left Debbie with the van and the kids, and we took off running. I ended up not running a sub 320. I think I ran a 342 or a 344 or something like that. Nothing to be ashamed of, but not the goal that I'd had for that race. I got to the finish line, and there were Julia and John and Debbie, all of them waiting for me. All of them ready to hug me and tell me what a great job I had done and how proud they were of me. And there was Elton John standing there to hug me and tell me congratulations. And I thought, that's incredible. For the rock and roll marathon, they had Elton John here. And so for the next 5 minutes, all I could talk about was how amazing it was that Elton John had been there to greet me at the end of this marathon. And it was probably my 5th or 6th marathon already, but it was just incredible to me, and the kids were laughing the whole time. And literally, it wasn't until sometime the next week that I clued in that it had been not really Elton John, but just one of those people who dress up like Elton John that they had hired to stand around in a costume and greet people. And they all went along with it, and I was kind of post-marathon silly, and I thought about how many times I've lived my life kind of post-marathon silly, kind of just, I've been the one in the middle of the big picture. I've been the one in the middle of everything, and Debbie and the kids have been the ones who have been my support team. They've been the ones who've encouraged me, and without them, absolutely couldn't have done any of it. Always makes me laugh thinking about that marathon. Always makes me laugh thinking about how fortunate I am to have such an incredible wife who's been an amazing mom to our kids and raised them up to be incredible kids. Thanks so much, Debbie. Happy Mother's Day, honey. And to everyone out there, all you moms who have been out there lifting someone up, waiting at the finish line or running to the finish line, being amazing yourself. God bless you. Have an absolutely fantastic Mother's Day. Do your very best today in everything you say and do, and I hope someone buys you some chocolate-covered strawberries or gives you something cool and allows you just to put your feet up for the day. God bless you.